Today we're going to talk about rules I have in my marriage. I'm not married, but I have a fiance. The father of my 2 kids. So, yeah. And some of these may butt hurt some of y'all. And you know what? I really don't give 2 flying fucks. I need to drink first because I just ate some peanut butter. Okay. So, first and foremost, I am our kids' primary caretaker. Don't get me wrong. Aaron helps. But it's not his job. His job is to not take care of the kids. Yeah. Cold chill. I am their primary caretaker. So even when my honey's home, not saying he won't help me or he refuses to help me. He helps. But I'm the one that will mostly do the things first. His job is his 9-to-5 job. He is the bread maker. He is the one that makes the money and goes to work every day while I stay home with the kids. When baby girl is here, my husband will not be getting up with her in the middle of the night. Because there's no point. First of all, I'm breastfeeding. So what is he going to do? Wake up just to wake me up? Like, that makes no sense. So, yeah. He's not going to be taken care of. Will not be doing any night shifts for the baby. Not a thing. Now, this one might irk some people, especially because I'm the homemaker. But I do cooking. Most of our cooking, though, my honey makes. My honey does. To him, he loves cooking. He's always loved cooking. And because he enjoys it so much, like, he will take that over when he gets home. Like, to him, that's like his little bit of help around the house. And then I clean up after it. Like, I'm responsible for cleaning up the dishes and picking up the mess after him. Like, yeah. I do cook, but majority of our cooking is from my husband. We don't believe in having best friends that are the opposite gender. So I don't have a male best friend. He doesn't have a female best friend. Yeah, that's not a thing in our marriage. I get an allowance. And I know this one is going to throw some people off when I say that because it makes me sound like a kid. No, I get a weekly allowance for what we need to buy for the home. Now, let me explain. Because I am a stay-at-home mom, and obviously right now it is a little bit easier because my son is in kindergarten and I am pregnant. We live down the road from Dollar General. A lot of the time I will walk to it. Not a big deal. But I'm home all day. I'm the one, I know when our cleaning products run low, when the kids need something, like when one of us needs something, like I know before, most of the time before my husband knows. So because he is the bread maker, he's the breadwinner and I'm the bread maker. He will give me money and I use that to go get the things that we need. So it's like my allowance, but it's not like an allowance to go do whatever I want with it. You know what I mean? Besides, I'm not a spender. I don't like to spend. And as I've gotten older and become more of a homemaker and love being a homemaker and being a housewife, I love spending money on my house. And I actually mentioned this a couple of videos ago, how much I love buying home stuff. And it sounds so funny, but I've even explained this to my husband because he's him. He's a man. I like being the one to pick out the fragrances of like our laundry detergent and the cleaning products. And I like going and shopping for those things. Now, granted, don't get me wrong. My husband offers every single day before he comes home from work and asks if I need anything in the house. And there will be some times where I just do not feel like going out because I'm obviously getting uncomfortable. And I tell him, you know, I'll tell him what we need and then he'll just go grab it. If I do want a specific scent, I will specify, or I'll send pictures so that way he knows exactly what to get. But one of the main reasons why I do that is, one, because going to the store during the day, even if it's just down the road, it gets me out of the house a little bit. And I can't stress this enough when you are a homemaker to go, if you're able to, get out of the house a little bit. You know, it gives me time, and I'm also getting stuff for the home, which I love, that helps provide for my family. And on top of it, I am also a couponer. So I know the deals that week, and I just tell my honey what we need, how much I need, and he gives it to me. And he doesn't ask questions. He doesn't ask what we need. He doesn't ask. He just wants to know how much I'm getting. I mean, how much he needs to give me. And I do communicate with him like, hey, I need it for this, this, and this. But with my couponing, that is the best bet the best thing that I do for homemaking, because I'm starting a stockpile. Now, eventually when I've accumulated a big enough one, I will show you guys that. But my honey doesn't handle the household things. That was really long-winded. But on top of that, and this is going to be another one that probably irks at some of you guys, because you guys are going to be like, well, you're the homemaker. I don't touch the bills. My husband does not make me stress about the bills. I don't take care of the bills. Obviously, I'm the homemaker. I don't make the money to pay our bills. Half the time, I can't say half the time, majority of the time, I don't know what our bills are. I know what bills we have every single month, but I'm not in charge of paying them. I don't have the stress of paying them. My husband does it by himself. I couldn't even tell you when half of our stuff is due, because that's just, he likes to do that. That's his thing. He makes the money. I just don't stress about that. That's not something that we do in our marriage. And mind you, these things may not work in everyone's marriage. These are just the things that work in our marriage, that make our marriage thrive. So, I mean, that's just some of them. I'm sure I'll, at some point, cold chill, I am sure at some point I'll come out with a part 2. But that's mostly it. And, second of all, another thing, because I was just looking at it. My honey does not take part in any holiday decorations or decorating the house. My honey doesn't care how the house is decorated. He doesn't. And if I want something done to the house, I don't even need to talk about it with him. I just simply tell him what I want done. And if I need his help in any way, shape, or form to get the thing done, he'll help me, but he doesn't care what I do to his house, to our house. He never, I don't need permission to do any of it. He just wants to know if I need his help. So, holiday decorating, changing things around, if I want something remodeled or redone, he helps, but he doesn't care. I don't need his permission to do that kind of thing. You know what I mean? But yeah, so that's just basically it. That's it in a nutshell for now. Like I said, there might be a part 2. And if some of y'all don't agree with this and it's cringy to you and you just don't agree with it, then I don't know, get off my page.